Hey, good morning. It's Patricia Dacre. Today's Thursday and it's time for our video lesson or video tidbit. Today I'm talking to you about something that's kind of been on my heart and my mind this week. I participate in a tweet chat on Wednesday nights. I always feel like I have fresh ideas based on what people are saying. It's a community of people with diabetes that respond to questions online. It's hashtag DSMA if you ever want to join. And there's a man that tweets with me, and he's from India, and I'm going to hopefully say his name right. I think it's Gautam. But he is very profound and very wise. And last night, in one of his tweets, he said, diabetes speaks, it conveys, and it communicates. And I thought, wow, that's really true. It really is in alignment with what I think and I believe. And so I thought I would spend a few moments kind of perusing that a little bit. So what I think diabetes says to me are those things that it brings out the things in myself that I need to work on. So, there's this inside person that we all aspire to be, and we know at our best that's who we are, and it doesn't always reflect who we are outwardly, right? Some of our behaviors and our fears and how we act and what we say isn't always in alignment. And I think that's where diabetes really talks to me. It helps me through those moments. So diabetes has spoken to me about fear. It's spoken to me about joy. It's spoken to me about overcoming obstacles and challenges. And I think in all those moments, and there are many others, right? There's been desperation. There's been, sadness. There's a lot of different things it has said to me. But it's also spoken encouragement, challenges. And I think what happens is it brings out those parts of us, our outward self and our inward self, that aren't in alignment. So, and it's probably any challenge. I wouldn't say it's just diabetes, right? Anything that challenges you. It could be a relationship, finances, job, anything. But I think any challenge really talks to us on some level, our inner person talking to our outer self. And so when diabetes is telling you, if you're in a fearful mode, what is that fear about? You have two choices. Are you facing it and kind of confronting your fear and overcoming it? Because typically fear is keeping you from excellence, right? There's something that you want to do, but you're afraid of it. So if diabetes is talking to you about fear, face it. Figure out how you can summon up the courage to go do what that fear is about. If diabetes is talking to you about sadness, be sad. Like, fully experience your sadness. I think a lot of times our world wants everybody to be cheery and everything's okay, and that's just not real. It's not how it is. Sometimes in the challenges that diabetes presents, we find courage and we overcome, and we find this part of ourselves that really is our truth, our inner person, coming out and taking care of business. The world can be very hard, and we get in our head, our ego takes control, but I think diabetes really speaks from your soul. So I could go on and on about this, but I would invite you to think about yourself. So when you want to hear these lessons, you can be frustrated by them. There's a lot of challenges, but take a moment and step back and don't react, and think about your inner self and how you're behaving. And are those things in alignment? And if they're not, maybe it's something you should work on, right? Maybe it's something that you need to change about yourself to be more true to who you are. So a lot of times our behaviors really aren't who we are. And those challenging moments are when our self is saying, hey, get back to who you really are. Go back to your truth. So I invite you to do that today. Spend some time, think a little bit about it. What challenges are you facing, and what are they telling you? What are they telling you about yourself? Maybe journal it, tell a friend, figure it out, spend some time. But it's a worthy effort, and you are definitely worth it. So I hope that's helpful. And if you're having trouble with that, that's something I definitely would talk to you about and would love to help you work through. So reach out if you feel that would be helpful. Have a super great week. Go enjoy something today. Find one little moment, one thing to be happy about, and that will make you feel just a little bit better. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.